What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Crams are here. It is PJ Harvey week. Thanks to our patrons on Patreon. They voted her in this week. We've already ranked her 9 studio albums and given you our selections for our 10 favorite PJ Harvey songs. Today, for side 3, a little bit of a different topic. We're going to talk about the Mercury Prize, which is an award given for British music albums. 12, is it 12? How many get nominated every year? 12 records every year? I think it's something like that.
Yeah, about that. There's a lot of contenders that there's at least 10 shortlisted nominees, it looks like.
12 official nominees for the short list, and then they make a big long list of everyone who's released an album in Britain that year, pretty much.
So we're going to talk about the best and the worst of the Mercury Prize today. The reason we're doing that is because PJ Harvey is the only artist to have ever won it twice. So, and there's some surprising artists that have never won it. So this should be interesting. Get into it. Who wants to kick us off?
I suppose I shall. Looking at the winners here, it started in 92, was the first a ceremony. I don't know how they do it, if it's like the Grammys or something where they get everybody together in a room, or they just announce it with the winner. And I have no idea how big of a deal it is, because looking at the winners and the list of nominees, it didn't thrill me too much. If I had to pick a top 5, my 5 would be, starting with number 5, Badly Drawn Boy from 2000 with The Hour of the Wildebeest, although I wouldn't have picked it to win that year. But I don't know, these winners don't do a whole lot for me. Number 4 would be Kiwanuka from Michael Kiwanuka from 2020. Fine album. It might have won that year. Most of these winners probably I'm disagree with. First winner, 92, would be Primal Scream with Screamadelica. That would be number 3. These winners beat out Actung Baby, Jesus and Mary Chain. No, that wasn't a great year. Number 2, Suede from 93, beat out PJ Harvey's Rid of Me. And Sting, New Order. I feel like they probably could have picked some better nominees that year. Number 1, Pulp, Different Class from 96, which was a big year. Beat out Oasis's What's the Story, Morning Glory, Manic Street Preachers, Everything Must Go, Black Grape. Strong year there, but I don't know, a lot of these years left me wanting. Radiohead, 0 wins, surprising. Coldplay, 0 wins. A lot of, no Doves. Seems like some missed opportunities here. I don't know who's picking these winners, but I got some problems with them.
I think it's a panel of like musicians and producers and industry people, but I'm not sure. My favorites would be The Hour of the Wildebeest by Badly Drawn Boy. Also, Pulp, Different Class. I'm glad that won over What's the Story, Morning Glory. That's a bit surprising. I thought that would have probably been the one to get the win. Gomez, Bring It On. I love Gomez. I think it's a great record, but I'm a little surprised it won. Seldom Seen Kid by Elbow. Fantastic record. Love it. But it won over In Rainbows. So, but my favorite winner, probably I Am a Bird Now by Anthony and the Johnsons.
All right. I'm going to go chronologically here, but I'm going to give 5 up and 5 down. Obviously not my album of the year winners, but we're not, we don't subject ourselves to just Britain. I agree with 2000. I think Badly Drawn Boy with Hour of the Wildebeest is a good choice. I don't think there's anything too major that they nominated here that you could say is better. Parachutes is really good. I like that Death in Vegas album. Doves is nominated this year, but I also nominated Badly Drawn Boy that year. PJ Harvey took home the gold, or the Mercury, in 2001 with Stories from the Sea, Stories from the City. Switch that, Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea, which I also nominated in 2000. some of the cutoff years are weird here because that album came out in 2000. It's not 2001. OK Computer was nominated in 97 and was nominated in 97. It came out in 97. So I don't know what they're doing here. But I thought that was a good one. It beat Amnesiac, which, whatever, there's a good Super Furry Animals record as well. And I'm going to jump to 2011, where I think they've gotten a pretty good stretch here. They gave her the win with Let England Shake, which I'm fine with. Probably my sixth favorite of that year. You also have James Blake's self-titled album that year, which is really good, Adele 21. Then the next year, Alt J, An Awesome Wave, which I think is a great album, won. And not a lot of nominees that year, which I'm think are even in the same category. Then James Blake does win it in 2013 for Overgrown. Not my favorite James Blake album, but pretty damn good. Beat Bowie's Comeback the next day. Jake Bugg, I know, is huge in the UK, and he had an album out there that a lot of people really like. So I'm cool with that. But here are 5 that I just scratch my hairy head over. I don't get this. 94. Come on, it should have been Park Life. It's an awesome album about your damn country. Who the hell is M People with Elegant Slumming? Never heard of it. I would have went with Park Life. There's also a lot of stuff you could have gone with that they just chose not to. Portishead Dummy in 95 is a pretty good album, but it's not nearly as good as To Bring You My Love, which was nominated, or Definitely Maybe was nominated. Or I Should Coco by Supergrass was also nominated. And The Friggin' Bends was not nominated. So I don't know what got into the Earl Grey over there that year, but not good. Let's move on to 97, where we got Roni Size and Represent with New Forms winning. Chemical Brothers that year didn't win. OK Computer didn't win. Spice Girls was also nominated. So at least that didn't win. Let's go to 08. Jason already mentioned it. Elbow winning over a good album by Burial and In Rainbows. And then one of the more overrated albums of the last era, 2010, The XX. It's a good album, but I've seen it top so many lists. I know a lot of people, especially from the UK, that really love that album. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it deserves a lot of the acclaim it gets. There wasn't a whole lot nominated that year that kind of blows me away from this Mercury list. I would have picked Foals' Total Life Forever. Definitely wouldn't have gone with Mumford & Sons, but yeah, I don't understand this panel much, to be honest. I really don't. Just probably one of my least favorite just awards things that I've ever seen.
It is weird. There doesn't seem to be a lot of rhyme or reason. Like, it's hard to predict what they're going to do, but it is a big deal. Like the Elbow release I saw after it won, the sales increased like 700% or something like that. So it does carry some weight. I think you hit a lot of the ones that I had down as the bad ones. I mean, they're pretty glaringly obvious misses with M People and Roni Size, and even Arlo Parks from last year, 2021. I don't know. That record for me was like 3.5 stars at best. I think you had a couple better options there, with Joe's Album of the Year being nominated, as well as The Wolf Alice. So I don't know. There was also in 2017, they nominated Ed Sheeran, which not good, not helping your credibility there. And then the other one that I think is a little questionable is Klaxon's winning over Amy Winehouse, Back in Black, Arctic Monkeys. So yeah, that's what I got for the no good.
Basically, the entire 2010s for me is just a dead zone. XX, PJ Harvey, Alt J, James Blake. No, I don't like any of those that much. Young Fathers in 2014. I don't even know who Benjamin Clementine is, the 15 winner. Never heard of Skepta, the 16 winner. Never heard of Sampha, the 17 winner. Wolf Alice won in 2018 with Visions of a Life, which is fine, but I wouldn't have it win, probably. I don't know. Britain didn't have a lot coming out of it in the 2010s, let's be honest, kind of a down decade for the whole damn country. Again, 2019 of Dave winning. Who the hell's Dave? Some grime rapper, probably.
Dave Matthews is just going by Dave now. He finally.
Like if that's the best that Britain can offer, then I say the American Revolution was justified.
There are some pretty intriguing nominees over the past few years, like 2019. I loved 1975, Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships. I love, or don't love, but Black Midi album. Kate LeBon is in there. You know, they got some cool stuff around here. But then you throw in, you know, Ed Sheeran. Is that like their move to like do the Oscars thing where we have like the fan vote now? Like, I don't know. But we're also just speaking very ignorantly about this ceremony and award panel. But I kind of feel like I just want to stay ignorant about it now after reading about it, because it does not intrigue me at all.
All right, so there you go. There's our thoughts on something we know very little about.
Ooh.
Let us know what you think of the Mercury Prize. Do you put any weight behind it? Do you think they know what they're talking about? What are some of their good picks and some of the bad picks? Let us know in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Hit the bell for notifications. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, website, merch, and Patreon if you are interested in supporting the channel. You can find all of those links in the video description. And we will see you in the next one. 1996 coming up this week. Songs of the Year tomorrow.